mentioned deadlifts, so while we're on that topic, I'd like to hear your thoughts on grip, the overhand versus the pronated.
I go to the mixed grip versus parallel at the point I have to maintain the load. And so what you're going to find is at some point in your deadlift, the things unfolding, unrolling your fingers, uncurling them. When I mix the grip, those forces in the left hand versus right hand, they counteract one another, and you can hold a whole lot more weight up. Now, the sooner you yield to that, the less grip development you'll get from the lift. And CrossFitters can parallel grip much heavier deadlifts than big deadlifters that always mix grip. So people will say to me, my grip is failing me on the deadlift. What can I do to improve it? And you just got to laugh. I mean, the answer's in your question. If something is causing your grip to unfurl and you want to strengthen your grip, you think you're already involved in that process, right? Do you understand that? Deadlift is your answer. Keep doing what you're doing. And eventually you'll be able to, so when you do get to a point, so you're working up to a sequence here and you're deadlifting and now it's starting to roll out of my fingers, what you need to do is back down on the weight, mix the grip, and come back at it. Okay? And I'd also like you to reverse the grip. I don't know if you're a power lifter, you're likely to always use the same. I want you to mix it. On your split jerks, you know, you're an Olympic lifter, you're going to always split the same way. Us athletes, we want to mix that. Do a little dig there. We want to mix it. We are an amalgamation of a handful of training specialties, several of which have looked at what we do and found it repugnant. Can't believe it because they're purist. We've had gymnastics coaches. I mean, I got a 70-year-old woman doing a fucking L on the parallel bars, right? Her toes should be pointed. And I'm told you shouldn't do gymnastics in tennis shoes. I send the appropriate fuck you back. I mean, you know, you don't understand what we're doing. And why your sport's dying. The best of the purists get it. And they understand that we're potentially going to save gymnastics, have certainly saved weightlifting a horrible and deserved death. The guys behind it, the administrative authorities behind these sports are ruining them. Ruining them. Go to USA Weightlifting and you'll see why. Look at their website. You'll see what it is. You can't find the lifts on the site. You can't learn how to do them. You can't get a sense that anyone's passionate about these movements. There's no instruction. But you can find the minutes from their last meeting. Yeah. The overwhelming majority of people doing these lifts in the United States today are CrossFitters. And we're here because we want some portion of that stimulus. I think it was in '64, the weightlifters were tested. And it turned out that at 40 meters, the Olympic lifters were faster than 100-meter medalists. Had them beat at 40 meters. They got smoked by 100, but they had them at 40. And they had higher vertical leaps than the high jumpers. So here's what we think. Where does that come from? Well, it comes from what they do. It's not like people born with fast 40s and big high jumps have been selected to do these lifts. No, this is something that was developed through the participation and through the training and practice. And we want some of that. How much? As much as we can get without surrendering ourselves entirely to that discipline, because then we lose the breadth that defines our efforts, attempts, and fitness. One of the things that happens with high rep weightlifting is that, and I'm talking about the Olympic lifts, high rep clean and jerk, is you end up becoming very, very fit. Let me ask you this. How many rocks have fallen on your buddy, and do you want to get them out or not? Oh, there's 30 rocks on you, and you're, oh, help me. And no, man, 1 rep at a time. That's it. I'm going to take a big break. I'm going to come back. I'm periodizing this. You've got some kind of, placement that requires so many sandbags. What are you going to do? Not me. I'm not, ammo cans on the truck, 1 at a time, and I rest. Let me get my straps and my wooden shoes. I mean, this is functional stuff. I'm repeatedly lifting something off the ground and getting under it to do something with it, And I'll tell you this, nature's more likely to give you a handful of these to do than 1. I think. There's purists that just don't want to change anything. And I'm telling you that you can do gymnastics in tennis shoes, and you can weight lift barefoot, and what other rules are we breaking?